Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands, where today, intrigue, backstabbing, I'm gonna shoot a guy at some point, probably, that's likely to happen, here in Griftlands. Let's get to it. Hebel grunts like a grease fire as you approach. Right, because the package from our outside contact has arrived. Okay, what do we got? Well, no explosion, that's good, must be my lucky day. Inside, a bundle of loose papers and a note. You've received instructions to give a bundle of intelligence to one of your contacts. And it doesn't really matter who it is. We just got to get somebody out here to this bogger encampment, because we need the thing that is within it. First of all, let's go say howdy to Pengamont, although I can't imagine. Yeah, I don't want to trade any of these coins. The problem with most coins is they just apply composure on heads, and I don't think that's all that useful. Alright, the psychic coin is a very powerful coin for the heads-up strategy. Who are we feeding the intel to? Let's give it to Falemo. You're stopped on the road by Rug, who sizes you up with an appetite for opportunity. You're immediately on guard. I don't like being sized up. Makes me very nervous. You look like a man with a howling stomach that only a good road-cooked meal can satisfy. Good and road-cooked. It's an ambitious combination. Well, I'm an ambitious fella. Now, let your gullet lead the way. You won't get a chance like this, let me tell you. So we could have some grocket fillets. If I decline the offer, he'll be mad. I do not think we should put anything in our mouth that comes from a thing that has a stinger. That's just the general life advice from me to you. Curds and floaters actually makes me want to retch. So a grocket fillet it is. You bite down on the cup full of fillets, and in a blink, your lips go numb. Whoa. What? Yeah, that's normal. It'll wear off. But just know the same thing will happen on the way out, if you catch my meaning. Yeah, okay, your experiment failed, chef. Well, okay, look, you try coming up with new recipes on the road, huh? It ain't as easy as it looks. Yeah, I suppose I should have sussed that out myself. I feel like I did, though. Please don't tell anyone about this. I might lose one of my Michelin starfishes. Okay. All right. All of a sudden, Rug is back in my good books. If I scold Rug, I will feel a little bit better about the meal. It's fine. I won't tell anyone, for my own reputation's sake, if not for yours. That is, in fact, what I was thinking. If I go telling people this story, they're going to be like, so a guy came to you, a total stranger, with food just on the road, and he was like, hey, put this in your face, and then you did it. No, nobody finds out. But next time, might I suggest trying your recipes out on a yote first? I don't know if a yote has the palate for it, but, it does get real lonely on the road. Rug cleans up his gear and leaves you to rinse the taste from your mouth. Okay, I'm sick. Okay, well, we just gotta make it to sleep it off. It doesn't do it's just gonna crap up my hand. There's no reason to play it necessarily, so whatever, it's fine. That could have gone a lot worse. I could be dead from poisoning. Hey, Falemo. What's up? We're just gonna fast forward through this text that we've seen many times before. Here, I have some intelligence to deliver. You hand Falemo the dossier. He pretends to skim it. So, what am I looking at? Well, the boggers have apparently found a large cache of artifacts. Those loons, huh? I'll dispatch a patrol to scare them off and collect the loot. It'll be a nice bump in this quarter's earnings. Yeah, but the loot in question seems to be a pile of rare weaponry. A regular patrol would only end up fertilizing the bog if you sent them. I see. You are reminded of a particularly dull aerostat recruit you knew in a past life. Nobody who ever... it has been my experience that when people say I see, they usually mean the opposite. Falemo was never good at lateral thinking. I'll schedule a meeting with Arendt. We'll set something up. Okay, that's fine. Arendt will set him straight on this, I'm sure. While you're doing that, you have anything else that needs doing? Let's see. We could go negotiate, rescue a baron from a rise trial, or investigate a crime scene. This one gives slightly more reward. Let's do it. You should find this one interesting. Should remind you of the front lines, I imagine. Seems the Rise have gotten a hold of some explosives. Well, do you know where they plan to use them? Planned. They've already been used. The ingrates blew up one of the workers' dormitories. They blew up their own housing. Why? Perhaps to make a point. Spark Barons sweep the bunks during shifts to ensure no one else is smuggling out any relics. Fortunately, the bombs went off too early. All they managed to kill was a couple of their own stragglers. Good luck aside, we need to seize this opportunity to vilify the Rise. Yep, okay. I mean, listen. We're doing evil things left and right. This is kind of the deal. Alright, find out who's responsible. At least who could believably be held responsible. And we'll find a suitable use for their disciplinary hearings. Okay. Let's go ask a whole bunch of questions. And maybe get jumped. Seems like the sort of thing you might get jumped about. You find Delano flanked by security and berating a trio of unfortunate citizens. You lot are hiding something, and if I have to whip it out of you... Hey, excuse me. Oh, Falemo's pet grifter is here. Yeah, we do not have a great experience, or a great past with Delano. Just what I need, more meddling. I assure you, I'll keep my meddling to a minimum. You know, I don't need to talk to you. I'm just going to go do the thing. Delano has never been useful to me before, and I don't expect him to start now. But Yibbit might be useful. Hey, buddy, what happened here? What do you know about the bombing? You know me, Rook. I didn't do anything. All right, we're going to start here because Yibbit has lower resolve than everybody else. Perhaps by our powers combined, we can solve this, and then lots and lots of... Yeah. Many stacks of heckler. We're being heckled at quite a rate here. Alright. Let's start with trickery. Show me something cool. So boosted blockade's gonna block half the damage already. I guess we can just take aloof. And then we should probably do this next. Do I want to burn through these? I suppose I oughta. All right, pretty good time to draw that. And immediately, look at all this damage. All right. Reduce suspicion by 1 at the beginning of your turn. All right, let's do a restored call it. Just to max out Dilemma here. And then... Okay. Yeah, it's a little awkward. We don't actually get to get to save anything here. But I can at least cover most of this damage. Okay. Yeah, absolutely lead with this. And then, like... I guess I just played Dogged now? Prep this. We'll do Head Turner here. And yeah, this is not great. Eating kind of a huge amount of damage here. Vanish is pretty cool though. Vanish is good stuff. All right, 15 resolve. Hey, look, it's my Fallout. I'm barely even going to get to use it. Well, if this didn't turn out to get us the information we needed, we're in pretty bad shape for the other negotiations. Do we need more sources of influence still? I think I'm going to pass on this at 23 cards. We're already getting a little big. It wasn't me, but it was Goad. I saw him do it. That's good enough for me. Do I need a confession, or can I just tell you? Yeah, it was definitely Goad. Man, pin the blame. Hold on. What's up with pin the blame? This is the right answer. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go drink real quick. I'm gonna go get really drunk, and then I'm gonna tell you what's up. Who do I want to drink with? Alta. What do we get from? I think I'm just gonna buy a drink for myself. I need the extra resolve. All right. Okay, I'm back. I had to go and think about all the things that have happened in my life that brought me to this place. All right, Goad did it, without a doubt. Goad, that sad sack of worms. You sure about that? Certainly. Allow me to walk you through it. Here, let me just invent this here. Okay, hatch 2. We're getting there. Bait? Yeah, no bait. Wow, actually, this is horrible. Yeah, okay, that helps a little bit. Okay, my crown rationale would actually be kind of nice to have back. But this is really awkward. Do I want it badly enough? Well, this is just gaining composure for hostility cards. We don't actually care about this. Yeah, let me blow this up. All right, I'm going to try to get lucky here. Actually, it won't matter. Well, it'll still matter because it'll prevent me from taking any damage. Okay, no such luck. I flipped heads off of the Vanish. Okay, that's not so bad. We could probably do without those. Wow, that's a big hit right there. Hail Fallout to begin with. Boosted Dilemma. So there aren't any flips in that. Let's just level this up, right? I'm gonna take a little bit of a beating here, but it's fine. Okay, not exhausted yet. So... That was pretty excellent. I think we're often going to be able to hit this. And then... No, I want more rigging. The rigging is fantastic for us. If this is prepared when you play it, gain 2 influence is interesting. I think this is a little bit better as an influence generator, but maybe not good enough to put in the deck at this point. But imagine my surprise when I discovered the sick grandmother was nothing but a ruse. Goat never even had a grandmother. That sick son of a sea slug. Who would pretend to have a grandmother? Goat, you're under arrest. Wait, what? For what? I didn't do nothing. I told your guy I didn't do it. Aha, a lie. I never even questioned you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, take him away. That's what they always say. So, are we done? Done? Nah, you gotta escort him to the interrogation site for questioning. Man, I don't want to, like, talk to this dude. He's gonna make me feel bad about convicting him without having ascertained whether or not he is the criminal. After a long period of silence, here it comes. I have money. Alright, I'm listening. It's buried out in the bog for safekeeping. I can show you where it is if you let me go. There's a lot there. It's hundreds of shells. It's worth it, trust me. Yeah, this is definitely a lie. This is a trick. I reject your offer. I'm afraid all stories need an ending. Even yours. The answer is no, because this is an obvious trick. You approach the gate where Philemo's waiting for you. I see you have our terrorist. Be careful with this one. He may not look it, but he's a ravenous killer. He ate all of my noodles on the way over. Hand him over. We're going to escort him to the spark mining operation over at Lake Spit. Teach him how to harvest, then sell him at a markup to the derricks. No, I got family in Havaria. You can't. It turns out they very much can. Well, not great. You would think that with him getting shipped off to the derrick, his hatred for me would probably not have an effect anymore. I guess he had me blacklisted. At some point between the time when we had him convicted and now, he spoke to some people and had me blacklisted. And what about payment? Surely one good turn... right, of course. Here you go. Okay, 206 shills. And a graft. Every time you prepare a card gamble is pretty fun. Is there a situation where I would want to, like, robustify over any of the stuff we have here? Spare magazine's not awesome, but no, I think we're okay. Alright. Ooh. Yeah. Let's all go to the gun show with our 335 shills. Alright, so here's the lady who can tweak my pistols. And that's not a euphemism. So we want to decrease the charge chambers, right? There's no sense in having a bunch of them. Having a bunch of chambers is only useful if you want them to be empty. With them being full, we're not really benefiting from them most of the time, no matter how many there are. And this makes it easier to overcharge. So, 290, Jesus. Yeah, all right, do it. It's going to make it so much easier to overcharge. All right. It's nice to have friends from the past, one presumes. Debating about going and drinking again. Nah, let's just move forward here. Things are progressing quite well. I don't know how to say it, but even when I fought to have you brought on board, old man, I never suspected you'd deliver so thoroughly. Hey, you know I take pride in my work. Yeah, and you should. The boggers are proving too fortuitous a find. Not only have they unearthed rare treasures, but I have it on good authority that the Rise are interested in their resources as well. Perhaps we can set a trap that might see Calandra finished off once and for all. Almost makes the bounty negligible. Almost. I see. And what does this compounding entail? We need to lure that Prindo girl into a trap, of course. Pay her a visit. See if she doesn't need your, assistance in any matter. It's very important you have her trust, so you have my permission to behave accordingly. Cool, yeah, I definitely needed your permission. Like, we should try to get in a fight, right? I need to get in a fight today. Free yourself, laborer. The bog is not something to be feared, but to be embraced. I don't know if we've ever seen Felena before. Oh, shut up, will you? Hey, Grifter, why don't you do something useful and send this lunatic packing? Did you just ask me to assault a random stranger? What is going on with you? The problem is, I'm just trying to get to work, and this boghead won't stop following me around talking up her Oshnutung religion. It's not a religion. It is the truth. Look, you see what I mean? I don't have time. I don't even have time for Hesh. I sure as hell ain't gonna go worship a patch of mud instead. Yeah, okay. Why are you bothering people? I'm not bothering anyone. I'm saving them. Saving them from what? From a life encumbered with the burden of flesh. The bog offers consumption. Consumption offers transformation. Transformation offers... Okay, wait, hold on. This differs from Hesh how? Oh, it's totally different. The bog's on land. Yeah, alright. Felena, you gotta... I kind of want to talk this dude into the bog cult. I think that's a funnier outcome. Let's do it. Maybe you should just hear her out. What do you have to lose? Okay, so that discard a card there was not too bad for us. This is a pretty good draw. Oh, I should decency early on here. Okay, pretty bad decency, it turns out. Yeah, this is annoying. I am concerned about my resolve. I don't think we're going to be able to make this happen. Okay. Let's... fingers crossed. Okay, pretty good. Pretty solid. I guess we'll... Yeah, we should remove that before it blows up. Should I just gamble 5 times and try to blow this whole engagement out here? Yeah, you know what? We'll build it back up again. Not a great hand, honestly. Okay, cool. I was hoping to get that done before he got his turn. A second copy of Fallout is potentially interesting. I wonder how that stacks with our existing one. Fine, I'll listen. It's probably more interesting than my job, at least. Oops, I clicked the wrong button there. Have I told you about the 15 sacred fluids yet? You leave the pair to continue their theological discussion. And then I go drinking. Turns out I do, in fact, need to drink. Rook has a real problem here. Okay. Keep up appearances. Keep up the appearance that I'm working for the person who I work for. So I feel like we should tell Calandra about the cache, right? I'm trying to cause the maximum amount of chaos here so that I can steal the important stuff in the cache, so yeah. It's true, Flamo has a lead on a cache of bogger weapons. You're joking. Finding a payload like that is something every Rise dreams of. It's the way they tell us, it's the way they tell us we can buy our way out of our contracts, even become a baron ourselves. Only one person ever found a cache that big. You mean Kashio, I take it. I suppose everyone's heard of her by now. Not like anyone else ever discovered Automex. Oh, that's interesting. Look, with that cache, we could negotiate better terms for all of us. The barons would have no choice but to listen. You need to tag along, learn what you can, and make sure those weapons get back to us. Well, idle hands become slippery tentacles, as they say. We're always talking about tentacles here. What do you have to keep a fellow of my skill occupied, lest the tides catch me up in their whims? It's all negotiation-based. Falopalo is a mole working for the barons. Calandra relies on that, but Falopalo has stopped talking. Or steal stuff from the barons and sell it to the highest bidder. Yeah, let's do this one. I have a lead, a researcher who's none too happy with the terms of their contract. If we could convince them to leak some secrets, we could sell them on for a profit. That money could go a long way to supporting the cause this quarter. And convince them how, exactly? Well, that's up to you, ain't it? Honey or vinegar? Both taste sweet compared to bog water, anyway. Yeah, don't drink the bog water. Well, all you need is access to the research camp. It's off limits to basic laborers. But something inside's bound to be valuable. Okay, that seems doable. Let's go have a chat with Trina. You find Trina's hovel amidst the sprawl. Hey, look, it's our buddy Yibbit, who we're reliably keeping out of jail. Trina's fiery temper is matched only by the explosive mixtures she enjoys dabbling with. She nods in acknowledgement of your presence. Well, that's a start. I've heard you're an extremely gifted researcher of some of the bog's deeper secrets. The barons must be very lucky to have you. Huh, supposedly. Oh, dear, I'm sorry to hear it. Look, I don't mean to pry, but I'm an admirer of your work, and it would be a tragedy if you weren't able to achieve your true potential. Surely the barons must be willing to give you whatever you need for your work. Huh. How can they know what any of us truly need? They follow their noses to riches, all the while ignoring the seductive stench of the bog itself. Seductive, you say? The barons think we're digging for vagrant age tech to adapt to our needs. But that tech's been down there for millennia. It's changed, developed. What we have now isn't ancient ruins, but the skeleton of the very bog itself. The barons aren't excavators. They're parasites. Oh. Interesting. Well, I don't feel like I should beat up Trina. Although Yibbit would come to my aid. Yeah, let's just talk our way through this. Well, if you're displeased with the barons, perhaps you ought to show them exactly how much. What do you mean? Yeah, a little chaos will make them appreciate what they have. How about you give me access to that research camp? I promise not to damage anything. Just, you know, make them think. Okay, so her deal is, whenever I play something, draw then discard. Please don't discard the Fallout. Alright. Let's get that running. So we're going to lose that argument no matter what. Yeah, that's fine. Bummer of a time to draw the other Fallout. Okay, so this is a little awkward. I probably do want to just get rid of that effect as quickly as I can. Well, I gotta tell you, I got a lot of stuff here that I don't feel is particularly compelling. Every time we prepare, get a gamble. I think I'd rather just play this. That's a pretty big chunk out of me there. Okay, play a random card in your hand for free, then expend it. I will, thanks. Come on, slurred speech. Aw. Alright, Well, then let's go ahead and burn the slurred speech. I should have just played the slurred speech first, really. Okay, cool. Yeah. Also draw a card. Also extra cards. We are really running through our resolve very quickly here. Okay, don't want any of that stuff. Look, surely a little bit of added entropy can only help reveal the bog's secrets. Yeah, I think so. I think perhaps so. Everyone should have a chance to learn as I have, to experience the bog. Not just the one on the surface, but a fathom deep, closer to the beating heart. Here, take my key card, and make note of this password. You'll need both to enter the camp. Did he take note of the password? Okay, because I know there's at least one quest where someone tells you a password, and Rook doesn't remember it, so you, the player, actually do have to. Looks like this is not like that, probably. The research camp is easy enough to find, but at first you second guess yourself. Strangely, it's deserted. Most of the supplies and tools have been removed from the site, but a locked shed looks promising. Using the key from Trina, you unlock the shed and peer inside. You find some minor bog trinkets and a ream of technical notes. A lockbox, a fleed egg. I mean, we could get ourselves another pet, I guess. I'm assuming I'm going to get interrupted in some way and not get to take everything. I'm going to take the fleet egg. I want to have a fleet. Then the notes. Okay, I get to take everything if I want it. So the lockbox is... I don't remember what's inside of it. I've definitely opened it before. But it's a pretty bad item to start with. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I think it just has other items inside of it. Just like a selection of random items. You leave the rest. It didn't look terribly important or interesting. On your way out, however, you hear the sounds of footsteps squelching in the mud. What the? Why is this open? Hey, who's in there? This area's off limits, grifter. How'd you even get in here? Telomere notices the trinket you took from inside the shed. Okay, well. So it's a thief, is it? Two 2-star enemies. We need to do some fighting today. Like, I need to level up my stuff. Alright, let's go for it. We could have given her the password, but I want to fight, so. Oh well. Nothing like a good brawl to finish off a job well done. Trying to get some combat in before the end of the day. Okay, so... It's kind of a huge amount of damage to start with, and there's not really anything I can do about that. Let's draw. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna eat the damage. Let's try to remove this thing. I do not think it's a good idea to spend my battle flourish, probably. But we can burn through their drone very quickly here. Damn it, the electricity thing. Okay, maybe I just don't need to get hit for 20 every single turn, though. Yeah. A turn where I essentially got to do nothing and just have to take 20. Okay. Well... Let's double your panic meter. I do like that. Why is my pet attacking the Bogbur? Kick you extremely hard. And I mean, I guess I'm not. It doesn't make a lot of sense to play the Gunsmoke. So your allies in combat, like, they go comically far out of their way to not be useful. Okay, so drop that. That's pretty good. It's exactly the kind of reason that I want to do some combat during the day, so that we have the time to burn some of this crap off. Am I getting attacked by the Grout Knuckle? Ugh. Well, not really much to be done about it, unfortunately. Yeah, like the person who we need to attack this turn has 10 defense, and this is bad. Alright, I think we retarget my pet to here. I hate doing this, but I do think this thing's got to go down. Well, okay, if my pet's hitting it for 9, let's shuffle it first and see if... Okay, so I can spend this on you. And then we'll just deal with Ganymus next turn. Well, let's get rid of that thing now while it doesn't have a bunch of counter. Okay. Alright, so if they kill this thing, it's going to blow up and do 10 damage to me. The Bog is really not... It's not helping. Not doing good work for me today. Well, there is this. Interesting. So gaining overcharge is not gaining charge. That's probably not the way that should work. In fact, that's definitely not the way that should work. Well, that's just getting more explosive by the moment, apparently. So, we get to do quite a lot of damage this turn. If I attack with the other thing, we gotta open with this one. They're both 3 off. I guess I should work on leveling that one up first. Okay, we took a lot of damage here, but like I said, I think getting some combat in was very important. A couple of points of hatching on that. We get to max out Gunsmoke. We get to play Fistful again. Okay. Get to burn this Tipsy. Cool. Oh, that'll actually kill you. Hold on, sorry. Let me not murder you. Harsh. It's been a tough day. Ooh, yeah. Okay, gain me 2 overcharge for sure. And then I don't think any of this is good. Not for us. Scum. I've left you with your life, haven't I? Perhaps you should mind yourself. You leave quickly, obscuring your trail as you do. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work, because like they definitely saw my face and everything. Alright, so I can sell the research to the Cult, the Admiralty, or the Jakes. All of these are factions that don't really figure into Rook's story all that much. I guess. The Cult's kind of everywhere, right? Yeah. Let's see about this. I've beaten Telomere up today. She will not attack me. Lullably is rumored to have a voice as sweet as a clover, but the Hessian chants reduce it to a watery gurgle. Alright, what about this? What brings you to this part of the world? Barons don't take too kindly to your sort. Because they pilfer our relics and twist them into abominations. Perhaps you'd be interested in purchasing some of their research notes. Indeed I would, if only to expunge it from this world. Ah, boy. You know what? I'm just gonna sell it. Let's just get the job done. Okay. Biofeedback. It's kind of whatever. You know what? No, I guess it is going to probably help and matter because we are going to have to drink and eat in a second here. All right, so let's go get our end of the thing from you. Oh, also, could I? Yeah, thank you. All right, it's done. Lullably has agreed to the sale. Ah, that's a shame. I mean, the sale is good. Those zealots will just destroy what you give them. It's a shame to see that technology go to waste is all. Okay. Pocket bombs, like, fine. Bottom edge is actually interesting for us. But I don't know that it's worth swapping out spare magazine. Because we have a lot of things where we, like, spend one charge and then we go back up to the beginning at the end of our turn, or at the beginning of our next turn. And yeah, I'm just going to take 30 shills instead. Cache of healing supplies hidden in the bog. If we don't go now, they'll disappear, so. Receive sick. Yeah, that's fine. Let us use up all the supplies. You empty out all the supplies onto a patch of grass and begin treating your many, many ailments. You feel better, but the bog water in the supplies has made you nauseous. Nauseated, anyway. I am gonna go drink again. Basically, just spend all of the money that I get today. Okay. You feel that? The tension's so thick even the flies can't slice through it. I hope you're ready to move. I want to see the far side of this. Yeah, always. And whatever history you have with the Falemo is the best weapon we could have asked for. And he's a fool if he doesn't appreciate that. When the time comes, I hope you remember who really believes in you. Well, listen, I don't want to piss their eyes off. You guys keep giving me rocket launchers, which means that I know that you have a very large number of rocket launchers. Alright, did Arendt explain the situation to you yet? The time is almost upon us, but there's one thing we need to consider. The location of the Bogger camp will be highly desirable information. Something the Rise would do anything for. So, to protect my agents, I'll be sending you with automechs. To protect your agents or your profits? Yeah, well, I mean, listen, the fact that automechs can have their memories wiped, that's just an added benefit. No one needs to know this information except for you and I, after all. I gotta go requisition the automechs first. Hey there, mech. Hey there, some random person. Sru isn't your typical Kradeshi name. You wonder if it's short for something. I want to believe it's Srubert. Sruderonomy. Something like that. Out in the chill of night, best cover your neck, and not for fear of catching cold. Just threatening a stranger. And maybe it's like useful advice. We can see Sru's been through some shit. Oh, look, Falemo sent me. I'm supposed to pick up some backup? Is that so? Robots don't grow on trees, you know. I guess I could give you a single auto dog. Yeah, okay, but I'm on a personal mission from Falemo. Surely you can spare a little more. Okay. That's a great big target on my face there. I guess let's start with this. Then we'll draw a card. Okay, that helps. 3 and 4, which causes me to gamble, and then gamble. Okay, 4 stacks of doubt, not bad. Yeah, we get to get that running. I do still have some rigging, so let's play this. I don't actually even want to hit that, really. Nice, good luck. Okay, so I don't think we need to free the brain gills just yet. We could probably discard that. I am just going to memory lapse here. Okay, that's interesting. Doesn't really matter what we prepare. And let's do some more coin flipping. Let's just distribute all of our free damage. Okay, we did not need that yet. Let's try to draw a card for it. Okay, cool. Braden Gills on Vanish is actually very good. So, rig 4 heads at the start. Very, very good for us. Fallout upgrades into Pale Fallout. Yeah, I think the... well... I mean... I think the Brain Gills have been very, very good for us this game so far. Alright, welcome to the party loop. Let's go get into some trouble. You arrive at the Bogger hideout, but your handlers had reason to believe the Boggers would appreciate the direct approach. How do words even work? How do mouths even work? Instead of sneaking, you walk right in. Hark, whose footfalls fight against the sucking mouth of the bog? And who are you? You don't look like those who use the spark, nor any of their unawakened pawns. Look, I'm just here for the artifacts. Ah, you and many others before you. Their bones have made the hearth of my home, but your bones... Yes, your bones will make a fine mantle. Your intel was incorrect. You're soon flanked on all sides. The only way out is through combat. Okay, but we brought some bodies. Loop is a 4-star combatant. My own pet here is horribly wounded, so... Yo, what a time for the RPG! Okay, so... Every time I play every time I play a card, a stack comes off the Shield Bashers. If it gets to 0, somebody gets hit. So the RPG will be best used as a way to reset that value, right? You caught the mark. You're gonna heal. So there's no reason I actually need to avoid attacking the Cultivator except for the Shield Bash thing, right? So since we have a way of easily resetting it, I am in fact going to attack the Cultivator. Let's spend 1 charge so that we get our temporary power next turn as well. Let's efficient Dynamo round. And then we just reset everybody with the RPG. Okay. A pretty solid start, in my opinion. Trample. Okay. Bonus attack, bonus damage equal to your defense. Well, I should probably scatter phase. I do want to blow this up. I don't think it actually matters which one of them gets the Bog Doom. And then we got to reset you as well. I There's no way we're playing Gunsmoke this turn. Yeah, I guess I'll just lay it on this dude. My auto dog, sadly, is going to be in real grim shape here. So you're already defeated. So I'm not actually going to take damage. I do definitely want to be the one who kills this. I want that mending. Thank you. We may as well play posture for the XP, and then... Oh, right. Lost count. That's my bad. So this actually will defeat you, and will redirect all the other attacks. You know, I guess there's no particular reason I have to avoid killing them. Maybe we just kill them. Sadly, I have remarkably little ability to contribute to battle this turn. Hooray! We hatched a fleed. Alright, good luck everyone on that side of the battlefield. Okay. We blew up all those boggers. Okay, 3 temporary power instead. I feel like we're getting that fairly frequently. Hunker down becomes... Sure, lucid hunker down. I think I would rather have the defense than the concentration here. Like, we do want defense at least some of the time because we're not getting any free defense from our charges. And as you can see, we are getting hit a lot. But if we're going to play cards, they have to be like high yield like that. Definitely give me this. If the target is stunned, deals 15 bonus damage. This does not seem like a good item. This one heals you when you hit people with it. Take that one. Spend all charge. So, but this won't spend overcharge, right? So it'll be kind of weak for us. I think we'll just decline. We'll just move on here. Yep. All right, as the fight ends, Errant walks up to confront you. What are you doing here? Making sure you do your job. Errant gestures at your robots. I'll be taking back that Spark Baron property now. So the weapons are somewhere else. My team will analyze the site and find out where the boggers went. You can leave now. Well, fine. Just take my horribly damaged auto dog and also my untrained fleed. And go. We do have a little bit of money now, even though we've spent so much. You notice something glinting in the mud. It's a graft. Take shenanigans. No, that's... well, you know, it is an uncommon... Okay. You pick up the graft. It's intact, but it looks like it's been out here for a long time. It glistens with the fluids of the bog. Your attempts to wipe it clean only succeed in getting your hands dirty. Well, you know, it seems like it's not actually that good of a graft is the thing. I'm going to not put this in my face. You drop the graft and wipe your hands carefully on your pants. Some things just aren't worth the risk. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I enjoy some shenanigans, generally, under most circumstances. But that one, not so exciting. What do you got negotiation graft-wise? Okay. That's all right. What does Silver Tongue do? I know we can't afford it. Oh, yeah, wow. Silver Tongue's awesome. Out of curiosity. Arc loader's very cool. But I don't think... Yeah, let's just not bother here. Removing cards is going to be... So we can remove a thing. I'm kind of thinking... Maybe we just burn the other hunker down. The thing is, like, a hunker down is so rarely going to upgrade into a thing that you actually want at all. I don't think that these blasts are great either, necessarily. Or we could remove a negotiation card. But I think our negotiation cards are largely, aside from the status ones, largely pretty good. Let's go ahead and just dump the unexciting hunker down. Okay. You notice long before you reach the drop point that someone's been here before you, and likely they're still lying in wait. It seems you'll have to draw them out if you want an introduction. You make yourself look preoccupied, and sure enough, your guest reveals themselves. Oh, it's Fleckfist. I do hate Fleckfist so much. Huh, so you are a traitor. Ah, Fleckfist. I was wondering when you'd take up my scent. I didn't want to believe it. I thought, you know, you're not so bad. But then all the loose ends just kept tying themselves into knots. Don't worry, Calandra won't be quite as disappointed once she realizes I've had you taken care of. Okay, well obviously we probe for weaknesses. Are you sure this is how you want to proceed? I'm a spy after all. I'm trained to look for weaknesses. Okay, so whenever a weakness argument is destroyed, get a powerful card for the ensuing battle. After gaining 4 cards, the negotiation ends. Or we can end it early with the thing. Alright. Well, let's start with this. So, apply for impair. Given Fleckfist's mechanics, a card that adds 2 free cards to your hand is very powerful. Let's go after this one first, I suppose. We'll prep this, which is fun. Man, that's a really frustrating amount of defense that he's able to just play all of the time. Start with improvisation. Okay. Some fluster will be good for us. Try to draw into something maybe a little bit more relevant. We don't have a rig. This would be very good if it went off, though. You know, let me start with this. Let's gain the influence before I potentially flip the coin and lose the... Alright, cool. Gosh, I love Fallout. Alright, well... Do we want a tall weight? No, let's do this. So I think I want to hold Crown Rash. Or I think I want to hold up Voice of the People. Yeah, geez, like the incredibly huge amounts of defense he's constantly playing are such a nightmare. All right, I'm gonna be very careful with this memory lapse. So we're gonna do that. We're going to head turner. Okay, now we... I guess this is going to expend either way, so we play this and then memory lapse the other card. And then I gamble 5 times, right? Why not? It's pretty good with 3 fallouts. So we've got 3 cards up now, and I would like to get the old injury up. Hopefully my doubt will get with the program here. Okay, we're not in a hurry to end the fight as things stand right now. Pretty great. So we're getting inflammable. I don't actually get a choice, it looks like. Well, I mean, it's fine. We have 1 copy of inflammable already. A second one just makes them both better. Ooh. No, I think because it doesn't expend, get more uses out of it here. And I think we're going to not take any of this stuff. All right, you've been weighed, measured, and cataloged. To be honest, it wasn't very interesting. Unlike most catalogs. All right. I have had trouble with this fight on high difficulties in the past. So the core deal with Fleckfist is that the damage of his current intense is reduced by 1 every time we play a card. So we just have to be real smart about how and when we play cards. Let's fistful. Yeah. We may as well start the burn. I should, yeah. Should get some wound down. And we're gonna hold off on our flourish for the moment. So we got his attack nice and low there. This time he's only hitting me. We definitely want to hit the giant stinger. It's 4 burn on him right now. I think I want to stick him with some impair here. I will apply 8 defense to get this card out of my deck. Okay. And then at the beginning of the turn, we get fully charged. We get 3 temporary power. Like, yeah, this keeps working out. So this is okay. Just increase the cost of a card. It doesn't have a duration listed, which is a little bit weird. Usually those say like whether they're until played or until the end of the battle. It's a little unusual. He is really going to show my pet who is the boss. Well, I don't want to use the Bog Scimitar here. It seems like a waste. But this is where us having so many cheap and free cards really comes into play. Like, we are able to extremely do a number on his damage output. Unfortunately, the auto dog surviving the battle is looking pretty unlikely. Okay, so this is a pretty bad hand for this moment. We get to burn you. I can't get him anywhere near surrender. No version of this puts him near surrender. But our this is a card. We are playing a card when we do this. So reset 2. Spend all charge, then recharge, then everything. Then hit him with one of these, hit him with one of those. See, not every attack is actually reducing his damage output. But also, apparently, that actually was just enough damage. Yeah, we got most of this to zeros and stuff anyway, but it turns out that particular flourish really causes you to do an explosively huge amount of damage. So we have mostly not been killing people. However, killing Fleckfist does make a certain kind of sense in like story terms, so that he can't tell Calandra what's up. On your next turn, gain temporary power equal to the damage dealt by this card. That's actually really good for us too, because you know, with all of our overcharge and stuff, we're potentially going to hit for double digits with this. I actually am going to execute Fleckfist. I think it just makes a lot of sense. We'll take his Force Spanner. Gain 2 diversion. This argument gains 2 resolve every time you gamble and must be targeted before any other arguments. Yo! Pinch and Red Herring are both amazing for us. Gain 1 action, but draw 1 less card. That would also be fine. I think Red Herring seems very, very good, though. And deal 1 bonus damage per overcharge, then gain 3 overcharge. It's pretty good. This is also pretty good. Wow. Wow, yeah, these are pretty good. I'm going to do Shock Therapy, right? Because Shock Therapy it's gaining half a point of damage per overcharge on average, the same way every other card does. But then another full damage on top of that. Also, apparently that was my whole breathing system that just made that wheezing noise. That's concerning. You feel a pang as you hide the body. This is one death that won't go unnoticed, no matter how easily it might sink beneath the muck. Yeah, but what was I going to let him live? I don't think that's very good for us. Alright, so as it stands now, I think we should drink once before we go to bed. Just so that we're at full. But this is one where it could be a drink with somebody. Orog maybe? Knack? What do you give when we're friends? Heavy lifting? That's probably the same for Orog, right? Because they are the same type of dude. Yep. Well. I guess then it doesn't actually matter. I can't make friends with Imiko. That's not going to work. I've never been friends with Imiko either. Don't actually know how you would do that. Yeah, I guess we'll just deal with you. Okay. Alright, this way we actually go back to full. We're probably not going to end up being loved by whoever anyway, right? Okay. A pretty successful day 3. It's a lot of, I mean, listen, we lost a lot of points and we spent a lot of money maintaining our points levels, but we got through it. What I mean mostly is that we got through it and we are full on everything for the beginning of the pretty difficult day 4. And I mean, I think our decks are broadly pretty good. Unfortunately, so are our many, many foes. All right, I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, hopefully the ridiculous size of our decks will not prevent me from guiding us to another Prestige 7 victory. And we'll see you then.